Okay, let's talk about something I think we all feel these days, just being constantly, deeply tired. In this explainer, we're going to dig into a wild idea that one of the biggest reasons for your exhaustion might actually be the phone you're holding right now.
Does this sound like you? I mean, you do everything you're supposed to. You get to bed at a decent time, you get the full 8 hours, but then you wake up feeling like you could sleep for another 8. You're just dragging yourself through the day, desperate for a coffee. It's infuriating, right? Well, here's the thing, and this is a total game changer. It's not because you're lazy, it's not a character flaw. What you're feeling is a real, physical, biological response. Your nervous system is basically stuck in a permanent low-level panic mode. So what's actually going on here? We're going to call this the phantom exhaustion. It's that feeling of being completely drained, but not from running a marathon or hard day's work. It's from something invisible and totally relentless. And here's the culprit. Every single time your phone buzzes, every ping, every notification, your brain treats it like a tiny little emergency. And all those little emergencies add up, draining your battery until you're left feeling completely wiped out. To really get this, we've got to look at how our brains are wired. And you have to think about it like this. As far as your ancient brain is concerned, every single ping is a predator lurking in the bushes. And that's the absolute core of the problem, right? The part of your brain that handles your fight or flight response, the amygdala, is basically running on software from the Stone Age. We're talking 200,000 years old. It's perfect for spotting a tiger, but it is completely out of its depth with Instagram notifications. So how many times do you think that ancient alarm gets triggered every day? On average, it's about 96 times. 96. Let that sink in. That's 96 separate moments where your body is jolted into thinking, pay attention, this could be a matter of life or death. And this quote just nails it perfectly. Your body's internal wiring, your nervous system, literally cannot tell the difference between the stress of being tagged in a photo and the stress of needing to run for your life. The initial biological panic button is exactly the same. So you end up trapped in this vicious cycle. Okay, here's how it works. A notification hits. Boom. Your adrenal glands dump cortisol. That's the big stress hormone into your system. Your body goes into survival mode. But get this. It takes about 23 minutes for your system to fully calm down and recover from that cortisol spike. And when's the last time you went 23 minutes without another notification? For most of us, the next one hits way before you can reset. So you're just living in this state of constant simmering stress. All right, so we've covered the what is happening. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty science of how. Because it turns out it's even deeper than just the stress from the notifications themselves. That's right. It's not just about what's on the screen. The actual light coming out of your phone has a direct, measurable, physical effect on your body's stress levels. Okay, so check this out. This chart is from a 2020 study that looked at how different kinds of light affect our cortisol levels first thing in the morning. And look at that first bar. Bright white light, which is really similar to the light blasting from our phone screens, caused the highest cortisol spike. This isn't just a feeling, this is a measured physiological fact. Now, to understand why that morning light is so critical, you need to know about something called the cortisol awakening response, or CAR. And this is actually a good thing. It's your body's natural built-in alarm clock. It's a healthy, gentle rise in cortisol that's supposed to wake you up, make you feel alert, and get you ready for the day. So with that in mind, let's talk about the single biggest energy mistake that so many of us are making every single morning. Because if the first thing your eyes see in the morning is the bright light of your phone, you're literally hijacking your body's natural wake-up call. You're swapping out that gentle, healthy process for a sudden, blaring 5-alarm fire. And you can see the difference right here. On the left, that's the healthy response. It's a gentle wake-up call that helps you feel focused and sets a nice, stable rhythm for your entire day. But on the right, that's the screen hijacked version. It's a panic button, it puts you on high alert, and kicks off your day with total chaos. So let's bring this all home. If you've been beating yourself up for feeling so tired all the time, for not being able to focus, it's really time to look at this from a completely different angle. This is so important. Please let this sink in. Your exhaustion is not a moral failing. It's not a weakness. It's a perfectly normal biological response to a completely abnormal environment, an environment our brains were never, ever designed to handle. And always remember this.
This is not a fair fight. You're not just battling your own willpower here. You are going up against literally billions of dollars that have been spent on behavior engineering to make these devices and apps as addictive and attention-grabbing as humanly possible. So, I'll leave you with this final question to chew on. If your ancient survival-focused brain thinks your phone is a predator that's constantly stalking you, who's actually winning that fight every day?